All right, let's get to the part of this show that I think is what everybody is going to be talking about.
Do I get to say it? Do I get to say? I get to say the 2 words. Yes.
First of all, you can do whatever you want, Taylor. We're not going to review. This is very much whatever. I want to work
within the framework of the podcast. I'm a fan of the podcast.
Typically, we would allow the guest to say new news.
Yeah, I want to do it.
I think Taylor has a little bit of new news. Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 92%ers. We missed you. This is a very special episode of New Heights, a Wondery show. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big brother, Jason Kelce, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Yeah, University
baby.
of Cincinnati grad, Cincy. Wow, baby. Arrowhead can't come soon enough, baby. Let's go, Bearcats. Let's go, baby. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, we got a good one. Why don't you tell the people what we got coming up?
That's right. 92%ers. You may remember when we said New Heights wasn't coming back till August 27th. Well, that was a lie. Yep, that was a lie. And hopefully you can forgive us because we got as Travis said, we have a very special episode today that we just simply could not turn down. That's right. This is a special preseason episode that we decided to bring to you a little early.
So let's not waste any of their time, Jason. Let's get right to it. You want to do the honors?
Our guest today is the singer, songwriter, producer, and director from Nashville, Tennessee. That's bullshit. She is from Reading, Pennsylvania. She is the most awarded artist in the history of the American Music Awards, Billboard Music Awards, and iHeart Radio Music Awards. She has 14 Grammy Awards and is the only artist in the history to win Album of the Year 4 times. Last December, she wrapped up the Eras Tour, which spanned 149 shows across 51 cities, 5 continents, and was the most attended tour of all time. I'm still going. Hold on for him. Her last album, The Torture Poets Department, set a record with 1.76 billion streams globally within the first week alone.
All right.
And as a fan of that guy on the Chiefs, she has 19 wins, 2 AFC titles, and a Super Bowl. 92%ers. Are you ready for it? Making your podcasting debut, the most aggressive guest in the history of shows, Taylor Swift!
That intro, Jason. Oh my God.
I've seen this before.
No, look, his soul has left his body.
Just breathe, Jason.
No, that was so good. Thank you.
I tried.
Thank you for screaming for like 47 seconds for me. That was so nice.
I'm shaking right now. I'm shaking, Tay.
No, you did a great job.
Take a deep breath, big guy.
Did I get everything? How much more could we have put in that? Like, I felt like that was
such an amazing intro. And also just like, thanks for wearing the merch. That goes a long way. Just like immediately makes me feel comfortable just looking deeply into my own eyes.
Okay. All right. That's what I was going for.
It's a good t-shirt. I
Well,
like
thanks
it.
for having me. This is my first podcast.
This is amazing. Thank you for coming on.
What took you so long to jump on podcasts?
You know what? I was waiting for you guys to invite me. This is my favorite podcast.
So we've already been over this. You're a big fan of the show. You're a 92%er. What are your favorite segments that you hear Travis and I go into on a routinely basis?
I like new news just because of the screaming. Like I hear him screaming new news from across the house constantly. Yes. It's like my favorite part. Like he'll be like, new news. And I'm in the kitchen being like, new news. So I love that because of just the bellowing of it. Like I love No Dumb Questions.
That's a banger.
I really like it when you give people advice. It's kind of my personal favorite.
Do you usually agree with the advice or do you just like listening to it?
I mean, I think that like you guys give such male-centric advice. It's which I think is just like just dudes who don't want drama. Yeah. Dudes who are trying to avoid the mess. But sometimes you're going to like do a bit and say the messiest thing that they could do, which is funny too.
So we're going to ask the question everybody watching the show is currently asking. Why are you coming on the show? Why New Heights? What are you doing? You have so many better things to do with your time.
This podcast has done a lot for me. I owe a lot to this podcast. This podcast got me a boyfriend ever since Travis decided to use it as his personal dating app about 2 years ago. So
worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey.
Were his friendship bracelets that good? Did you give the friendship bracelets or was that just on the podcast? Like,
I've never been. I've never seen.
Yeah,
the
they
original.
didn't leave the stadium because I was butthurt, Jason.
He
Okay,
threw
fair
a
enough.
tantrum. He threw a man
entire
tantrum.
get these
world
out of
saw.
here.
It's so funny. It's
My
like
plan is
also,
ruined.
She
like-
loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not.
This is so
she
wild.
hates me.
Like it was such a wild romantic gesture to just be like, I want to date you. Like on, I don't know. It was at first when I looked at it, I was
Sweetie,
like,
that's
this
what
dude is.
That's what it does when you're on the stage and you perform in Arrowhead. That's what it did.
This dude didn't get a meet and greet. He's making it everyone's problem. That's what I thought at first, and then I
you
was
come
like,
to Arrowhead, I get to meet you. That's the perk of playing for the Chiefs.
You realize he didn't even reach out to our management. I was like, when this podcast came out,
Well,
I was like, did he ever reach out to be like in the tents, or did we
didn't.
know he was in the building? He came with Pat. And he thought that because he knows the elevator lady that he
the
could
red
talk
coach,
to her about just getting down
No,
to
that's
my
how it
dressing
works.
room.
You just go.
And I got
Yeah,
denied.
that's
They
how
were
it
like,
works
no,
in
this-
1973.
When the elevator wasn't invented.
But yeah, he really just was like, I know a guy, I can figure this out. But I actually, when I thought about it, I was like, actually, we live in a day and age where like I'm not an online person at all. I'm not like on social media like that. And like I'm genuinely terrified to open my DMs.
Smart.
It's about there's smoke coming out of my DMs. Like I don't want to go near that. I don't know what's
If you
in there.
want somebody to go through it, I'll go through it just because I'll laugh my ass off.
It's like if you have
No,
like 20 million unread DMs, you're
Are
just
you
like,
not entertained?
So this kind of felt more like I was in an 80s John Hughes movie and he was just like standing outside of my window with a boombox, just being like, I want to date you.
Yeah.
Do you want to
That
go on
is-
a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
Just
I was
come
like,
outside and meet me. Just meet me once. Just give me a chance.
So I was like, if this guy isn't crazy, which is a big if, this is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was
Yeah.
a teenager.
Yeah. And I was sitting there at the Eras tour listening to every single one of those songs. Like I know what she wants me to do.
I feel that. That's
I know exactly what she wants me to do.
He's like, this is just her wish list of like,
Meet me, please. Now I'm butthurt.
yeah, I'm upset that you didn't meet me, even though you didn't know I wanted to meet you because I didn't do any proper logistical planning.
Who plans
typical
nowadays?
Kelce. Typical
Hey.
Kelce.
It was wild. It was wild, but it worked. I'm glad it worked. I'm just circling back to New Heights to say thank you for this. Yes. Look at this.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
So yeah, that's
And thank you to New Heights, all the editing. Jake, thank you for putting that on social media and letting it do its
But hold on,
course.
before we move on, how did you know he wasn't crazy? Because that's the other side of that, right? Like a guy goes up there and professes his love for
What's wrong with
you.
being
It's
crazy,
either
Jason?
one, it's like this could be the most romantic thing in the world. It
What's
can
wrong
also
with
be
being
like
crazy
this
about
is.
somebody?
he is crazy,
Well, I
Jason.
mean, but there's a right crazy.
Yeah, he's the good kind of crazy. And I knew that he wasn't crazy the first couple of times that we talked. I was just like, he's truly getting to know me in a way that's very natural, very pure, very normal. Like also like just the way that he could make me laugh so immediately about
good.
normal things. Like Travis is like, he's just a vibe booster in everyone's life that he's in. He's like a human exclamation point. Like, you know, he's like when you take a
Human
picture on your
exclamation.
phone
I
and you
love
put
you,
the
yeah.
like, you push the enhance color button.
Yeah.
That's like what you
That's
do to
why when I
everyone's
text,
life.
I'm always
You so
exclamations.
I
got a
use
lot of
so many more
exclamations.
exclamation points now, but I think it was just like you're so non-judgmental about people, and you were not judgmental about the fact that I knew nothing about the world you were in.
Oh, it was the best.
You were nice. You were
It was
so
the best.
nice.
I got a clean slate.
You were like, thank
Imagine
you.
get a clean slate.
She doesn't
you
know
for
any of my
asking.
bad
Jason, no,
stuff.
are you kidding me?
Jason, on our first date, I legitimately asked him what it was like when the Chiefs played the Eagles in the Super Bowl and he looked across the field, across the line of scrimmage and saw his brother standing on the other, like 5 feet in front of him on the field.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Didn't happen.
he didn't even look at me. Like, I now know what an insane question that was. He was like, actually, I'm on the offense. And my brother's on the offense, and I'm only on the field at the same time as defense. I thought everyone was out there at the same time. I thought that the quarterbacks.
I mean, that's how you played it on the playground growing up. So I understand if you hadn't like.
No, you
really
don't
been
understand.
there.
I thought it was
fair.
like Jared Goff is here and Josh Allen's here,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be like they blow a whistle and then they go at each other and they're like, and it's like, who's gonna win?
That's actually.
I would love to see Jared Goff play some defense. Let's see Jared Goff on defense.
I've got some ideas. I've got some thoughts. Yeah. I didn't know what a first down was. I didn't know what the chains were. I didn't know what a tight end was.
I am forever thankful for you diving into the football world wholeheartedly.
Oh my God. I fell in love with it. I became obsessed with it. I became like a person who was running through the halls of my house screaming, "We drafted Xavier Worthy." And my friends are like, who body snatched you? What do you mean we drafted Xavier Worthy?
I forget where I was, but you were the first person to tell me that we drafted the fastest man in the draft.
No, I was screeching. I couldn't believe it. I was freaking out. We're talking about like,
I'm like, wait, is she right? I got to look this up. I'm like, she get the wrong information here, but yeah, we traded up.
We're talking about cover 2, cover 4, cover 0, man cover. We're talking. We're learning. I continue to learn.
Maybe somebody else that even knows what those coverages are.
Yeah, I'm not ready to be an analyst right now. Give me 16 months.
You're going to pick up on it. I'm telling you, you would ask some of the best questions when we were up in the booth, and there's like your desire to learn more, but your genuine excitement around it, as well as like your competitiveness.
She's not fucking around. No, Tay's not fucking around.
Oh my God.
She's not fucking around.
Reclaiming Masters. You want to tee this up, Travis?
Let's tee it up. One of my favorite things this summer was Taylor reclaiming her Masters. Her recording of her first 6 albums finally became hers.
Yep.
And you haven't really talked about it. You made that beautiful post on all your social channels, thanking everyone that made it happen and everything. But why don't you tell the 92%ers how it really felt?
Oh, wow. So to catch anyone up who doesn't know about this saga, like I signed a record deal when I was 15, and I always kind of refer to it as I got my music back this summer, but I never owned my music at all. So traditionally, a lot of record deals are set up in a way that artists don't own what's called their master recordings. Owning your master recordings means that you have complete control and power over distribution, licensing, and essentially the way your legacy is shaped. It's a huge thing. It's always been a huge thing for me. Like since I was a teenager, I've been actively saving up money to buy my music back and to ever own it in the first place, because it's usually the label that owns it. But I've always wanted this to happen. So it's been sold. My music has been sold a few times. The first time that it was sold, it really ripped my heart out of my chest. And I told everybody exactly how that felt for me and what I was going through. And I started basically defiantly re-recording my music because I wanted to own it. And this was the only way I thought it was ever going to happen. And so
I knew she had a bad kid, and she's got a little bit of a bad kid.
Yeah.
It's not a bad kid. That's a freaking savvy kid. That's what that is.
Defiant.
That's like, hey,
I've been told I've been defiant a lot of times.
Well, you are defiant. So. You're very defiant.
It's like I
insubordinate, Travis.
Insubordinate. Yeah, it's. I think for me, that was the closest I ever thought I would get to owning my music, and so re-recording my music, it was so exciting to get to have that opportunity. But there was still like, I thought about not owning my music every day. It was something that I never was. It's like an intrusive thought that I had every day. And so we do the Eras tour. After the Eras tour, I had a meeting with my team, and we decided this might be a good time to approach the current owners of it. The owners of it was a private equity firm called Shamrock Capital. I knew them to be above board people. They had been very friendly to us. What I was looking to do, though, was I wanted to buy my music outright. I don't want to be in a partnership. I don't want to own 30% of it. I want to own all of it.
Yeah, and you deserve that.
But it was a long shot to think that they would do that they would sell that asset to me.
It's a big asset.
It's a huge decision for them to make, to sell that to anyone, including me. I decided that rather than this be like a business conversation, I'm in the business of human emotion. I would so much rather lead heart first in something like this, because for me, this is not, oh, I want to own this asset because of its returns, because of its, because of the dividends that I will receive over the years. I want it because this is my handwritten diary entries from my whole life. These are the songs I wrote about every phase of my life. This is my photography, my music videos, most of which I funded, my artwork, everything that I've ever done is in this catalog. And so rather than send lawyers or management, like in a big crew, I sent my mom and my brother, who I work with, to LA, and they sat down and they this happened. I don't ever really talk about it because it's they sat down with Shamrock Capital, and they told them what this meant for me. Like, they told them the whole story of all the times we've tried to buy it, all the times it's fallen through, all the times we had gotten plans together and figured out something we thought was going to work and it didn't at the last minute. And so my mom calls me afterwards. She's like, look, they were wonderful. They heard us out. We have no idea which way they're going to go with this. And so I was like, I get it. I haven't gotten my hopes up about this in a decade. And so it was a couple months after the Super Bowl. We're in Kansas City. And I get a call from my mom, and she's like, you got your music. Yeah. And so sorry that it's literally been so long since this happened. It's every time I talk about it. She was like, you got your music. And I just very dramatically hit the floor, for real. Honestly, just started
been a long time coming,
bawling my eyes out. And I'm just just weeping and kind of unable. I was just like, really? Really? What do you mean? And I'm like, get yourself together, get your shit together. Just go tell Travis in a normal way.
Yeah. And
I knock on the door. He's playing video games. And I'm trying to say it in a normal way. And I'm just like, Travis!
Oh no. What just happened? And
he's he puts his headset down. He's like, guys, gotta go. And I think he thought something was wrong. And you come up and I'm just like, I got all my music back. And then just start absolutely heaving.
Just dead
crying.
weight. Just dead weight. Losing all control.
Had no power in my legs to support myself. And this changed my life. I can't believe it still. Every time I think about it, it's I have to tell the short version to everyone, because it is still this will affect the rest of my life. I think about this every day now, but instead of it being an intrusive thought that hurts me, it's, I can't believe this happened. How lucky am I? How grateful am I? I'm so grateful to the artists that helped me with my re-records, because when I did my re-records, I started doing those in 2021. Mm-hmm. And a lot of most of the industry trades were this is a bad idea. This is her sort of derailing her career in a way. Nobody's interested in you doing the same album twice. Fans are not going to be engaged with this. This is not going to go well for her.
Somebody knew though.
And it was I still was able to reach out to friends of mine, like Phoebe Bridgers, Keith Urban, Maren Morris, Chris Stapleton, Haley Williams from Paramore, Fall Out Boy, all these absolutely incredible artists that shape who I am as an artist. Yeah. And they agreed to be a part of the re-records. And I one of the only people I told before this happened was I called Phoebe Bridgers, and I was just like, and she's like, did you just say what I think you said? I was like, yeah. And so this has just been I'm so grateful for it. It's just unbelievable. And I was so happy you were there when that happened.
I mean, because
I could not stand.
Yeah. I mean, I started crying too. I'm
you were weeping.
I'm just so happy for you, because I've seen how you make music. I've seen how you make these videos. I've seen the effort and the focus and the strategy behind what just one album in Torture Poets Department and in Fortnite. And I was blown away that you had been doing this your entire life. And for, your first 6 albums, you weren't given the rights to all of that. And I know what that looked like, and I know how much it burns you that you didn't have that, and you didn't have your creation. And I think doing it the right way, creating the fan base that you did the right way, and leading your life in a direction that you were eventually going to get it back somehow, some way, because of you always doing things with the right intentions. So
Thanks.
So how does music ownership, this is so crazy to me. So you wrote these songs, you sang these songs, you put everything into them. And don't get me wrong, there's publishing companies, people that support artists out there, but how does ownership of music even work? Like when you recorded these songs when you were 16, right? Is that like the singer?
Can you dumb it down to us 93%?
Yeah.
The singer gets a certain portion. The artist gets or the songwriter gets a certain portion, and then the publishing company gets a certain portion.
Okay, so that's a great question, and there's two main categories that we're talking about here.
Just go ahead.
So master recordings is the actual recording.
Yes,
it's the actual vocal, band, production, mixing, mastering, that actual thing.
Yes.
Mine also included my album artwork, my music videos, everything that went along with any era of music that I had done for my first 6 albums.
Got it.
Every era.
So then there's another category, which is publishing.
Yes.
I own my publishing, which is why, I have control over, if my song is used in a film, I wanted them to use Taylor's version instead of the original version, the songwriter, can decide that.
Got it. Okay.
And so it's like,
Noted.
I've always been very lucky because my publishing was protected. A lot of artists have their publishing sold away from them, or they sell their publishing, and and a lot of artists, it may not be important to them. It was always important for me. The publishing aspect of it has always been something I've had firmly in place, which is great because my songwriting is the core of why I do this, why I love it so much, and what I think has made anything happen in my career at all.
Greatest songwriter of all time.
That's very nice of you to say that. It's like, says her boyfriend.
Says a lot of people.
Basically, then you have the master recordings side of things. Now, this is a discussion that was not really brought up amongst the artist communities, especially not with fans. This was all kind of industry centric and kind of boring contract stuff that like fans were not speaking about.
Sure.
And so one thing that I think is really great that has come about because of this is that I have so many new artists come up to me now and say, hey, I didn't even know this was a thing. Yeah. And when I went to go and negotiate for my record deal, I negotiated to have my masters revert back to me after a certain amount of years, or that I own them outright. And it's not for everyone. Not everyone cares about this. Artist to artist, artists have different priorities. Some artists sell off all their masters because everyone's allowed to have their own priorities. What I wanted, though, is that if I were to put the information out about what I went through, at least it gets artists talking about this to decide whether this is a priority for them. Because you can't know if it's a priority for you unless you know what has come before you and what has happened. And so the master recordings thing, that's your actual ownership of your recordings. To put it in perspective, if I never would have been able to buy back my music, one day someone else would be leaving all of my music from my first 6 albums to their kids in their will.
Right. Yeah.
And you think about it like that, it's like, I thought of it, I made it, I recorded it, I paid for most of those music videos. I wanted an opportunity to buy that back. And that was important to me.
You feel like they're yours. They should be yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think it was easier for you to do, one, because just you talking about this, you're so aware of the business side of this and the legal ramifications, like you're more aware than I think probably most artists are. But being
woman in the world,
it's crazy. Being a songwriter,
says her boyfriend,
smartest woman in the world.
You being the songwriter, being the singer, owning the publishing rights, being able to re-record songs, that gave you leverage and able to make this move, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was it. And also, in my contract, they didn't put a clause in that said I couldn't re-record because nobody was doing it and nobody thought that was a good idea.
Right.
So, and also like, who would be that stubborn? Like who would be that petty?
This badass kid over here.
That they would
that's
record
right.
every single thing
It's so badass,
over and
Well,
over
not-
again.
What was your favorite
Well,
one to
not
revisit?
just that. Hold on, Bill. But not just that. Who has a fan base that's going to listen to the same album twice in a row?
It's a good point, Jason. It's a good
Like
point.
honestly, and this
I'll
is
do
where
it.
they missed it. You had
If you make
this
a third
diehard
1989, I'll
community that
listen
you
to
had
that one
already
too.
built.
That's the thing is the
You
fans
told
are,
a story with the second time you released this album, right? And the fans got behind that
Yes.
narrative, and they're
And
like,
they-
Right away.
"Screw the first album. We're rolling with the re-recorded album because we're supporting the artist."
They were like, "We ride at dawn," like,
That's right.
and it was amazing because they're the reason why the re-records worked out. They're the reason I was able to purchase my music back because they came to the Eras tour, and basically they're the reason why any of this worked out. And I also want to note that like the other people who are like, "We ride at dawn," my live band, they played on all the re-records. It's like, you want to know why they sound so perfect on the Eras tour? They played on all those records.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're session musicians too. And that's how good they are. And I'm so impressed just by their ability and their dexterity as musicians to be able to do that so convincingly, because there are actually there's the Taylor's versions one. I kind of prefer a lot of that stuff. I think it sounds incredible, but I'm happy to have all of it.
So that leads me to the next question, Tay. Now that you own all of it, you have the re-recordings, you have the original recordings. What should we listen to? Like, what do I roll with? Does it
Dealer's
matter?
choice.
You're just
Dealer's
like whatever
choice.
you guys want. Like,
Yeah, it's really whatever you guys want, because I love both of them. I would not have put out the re-records if I didn't think that they held up or were better. I think a lot of the vocals I did on the re-records are better than the originals.
Ooh.
okay,
But it's like if you found a nostalgia in the originals and that was what you were listening to when you were 12 years old, bopping around in your bedroom, go crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
We got them all.
I'm gonna start doing comparisons. That's what I got to do. I just got to start doing comparisons.
Yeah.
You're gonna listen to every beat.
Yeah.
You're certainly, it's not mandatory, Jason.
I mean, it sounds like a good time.
I'll say this: there's a few good playlists out there that have a mixture of them all.
You've been streaming?
Yes,
Thank you.
I've been streaming for about 2 years now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. That's why we got that spike in the,
That's
in
what it
the
was.
35-year-old
Travis Kelce.
male demographic.
Right.
Yes, that
Hey.
1.7 billion. That was at least 1 billion of those
We-
for sure.
We have one IP address from one iPhone that continually is listening to this playlist. Did you have a favorite album that you re-recorded that, like, are there different eras that you liked recording more, re-recording?
I really liked them all, but I think Red was very special. There were
Yeah.
songs that I called From the Vault songs. And there was one which I think is maybe my favorite song I've ever written, called All Too Well, the 10-minute version, where
Yeah.
I unearthed. There were originally so many more verses in that song than ended up being on the album that I had put out when I originally put out Red. I made the glorious, fortuitous mistake of saying that to my fans in an
Big
interview.
words.
You know
Okay.
what those words
I
mean.
love it.
You're so handsome. So basically, I said that in an interview to my fans, and they just like hung on to it. They were like, "Where's the 10-minute version? Give us the 10-minute version."
Yeah.
And when it came time to doing Taylor's version and re-recording the album, I went back in, found the verses, restructured the song to the way that it pretty much was when I had originally written it, put
Yeah.
them back in. And that song is one of my favorite things I've ever done. And it was when we were on the Eras tour, I'm watching people just like cathartically scream this song to the point where I'm like, do you need to go to the hospital? Like,
Okay.
it was so passionate, the fan response to that song at the Eras tour. And I remember thinking so many times, like, what if this never happened? Like, what if I never had
Oh,
to
it's one of the most
re-record
iconic
this?
parts of that tour.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, it really did make me fall back in love with that album specifically. I have a song with Phoebe Bridgers that I really love on that, From the Vault. Chris Stapleton was a part of it as well. And I think that one, I've always loved Fearless in 1989 in a very pure way. But Red, I've kind of gone back and forth over the years and been like, like that re-recording it made me just be like, oh God, I love that album. I have no complicated feelings about that. I wouldn't have done anything different. Maybe except to include the original verses the first time.
Well, we just talked about the different eras a little bit. Let's talk about perhaps the most daunting thing that any artist has ever taken on, which is the Eras Tour.
Oh my God.
You finally finished it up last December in Vancouver. I don't know. What did it feel like to wrap it up? What does it feel like now? Like not touring and being on a jet every day, basically trying to go from country to country. Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. It feels great, Jason, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you.
You don't miss it?
I miss it. I do miss it, but it's like, it was perfect for what it was. Yes, do you know what I mean? Yeah, and it was a lot of physical therapy, and it was a lot of like being in a state of perpetual physical discomfort. Kind of like when you're in season, you know?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I'm not getting hit
my first time
by huge 300 pounders, but the heels.
When I saw the recovery station in the hotel room after with the toe spacers.
I got an acupuncture mat.
I'm telling you, dude, the similarities were crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh. She does more than I do.
We're like comparing physical therapy stories, like recovery stuff. But
have you ever tried taping your ankles?
We related on how much torture
ankle
we put our
guy.
bodies through.
I miss it because I miss the fans and I miss that connection. But at the same time, it was so special. It was like the most formative time of my life. I learned so much about how far I can push myself. And if I set a goal, making that a 3.5 hour show in the beginning of the tour, it's like, you can't like be sick one day and then decide tonight it's going to be 2.5 hours.
Right.
And it's really just like prioritizing the fans' experience before anything else. And my fellow
broken heart.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Like,
dude.
Don't you get me started.
Fine.
Or like stomach flu, or like just like aching feet or blisters or whatever. Like it just was.
Which she had all of this going through.
Usually
and it's
all at the same time. But
going into her fourth show.
Yeah. And it's just, it was kind of the coolest thing in the world, because when we were putting together this tour, I had some really lofty goals I wanted to reach conceptually, because I wanted to show fans, and especially younger fans, visuals and sort of performance art references that were really important to me as a kid and what inspired me to want to do this, right? So I wanted to put elements of musical theater, Broadway, ballet, scenery that you would see in an opera,
Who thinks like this?
I was about to say, I watched the whole tour. I just thought it was amazing. I didn't notice.
But that's exactly it. I wanted it to be references that I thought were really high concept and really high value for fans, and for them to see things they hadn't necessarily seen before, all in one concert. But I wanted to do it at the highest intensity, rapid fire. You're seeing something new every 15 to 30 seconds. And so it feels like you're scrolling in an algorithm, right? Yes. And when I heard reports of people saying that they got actual amnesia after the concerts, I was like, oh, I think we did it.
Yeah.
I think we did it. Nailed it. That's genuine. Wasn't even shooting for that goal, when they're like, I saw so many things and I experienced a state of euphoria that I now don't remember what happened to me. I was like, oh my God.
All I remember is that she didn't want to meet me. That's it.
That's all he got about.
And as much as you, and I've told you this, as much as you want to, give New Heights credit, I give the Eras Tour credit.
Yeah.
I give the Eras Tour credit because if I would have never gone to that show and been mesmerized and just been captivated, and then left with such a desire to want to meet you, I would have never went on here and told everybody how butthurt I was. Yeah, I had never just been so engulfed in the curiosity of who you were.
Oh, that's
and
really
look at this.
wonderful.
One of the best things about that last statement is you didn't even know what the word engulf meant before, like you met Taylor. Like you've broadened your horizons so much.
We're the perfect. I'm telling you, she makes me so much better.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
And then, but it's like you see you on the stage and you see how crazy you can get an entire stadium going. And then I get you in a room and it's like, I've known you forever. It's like, it was just the easiest conversation I ever had. And it was just so much fun that it just, it knocked my socks off, from what they say.
Knocked your socks off.
Yeah.
Thank you. I felt
She
the
blew
same
me
exact
away.
way
And
about you.
I had never experienced something so mesmerizing on stage and then so real and so beautiful in person.
Hey, that's
Should I leave?
wonderful.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
leave.
I think so. Honestly,
Oh,
at this
sorry.
point, I think everyone should leave.
I don't know where to go from here now. How many countries did you do the Eras Tour in?
47,000 countries, Jason.
You just listed that in the beginning.
Well, I said 51 cities, which I don't know if that's right.
It was a lot of countries.
150?
What was really fun about all the countries that we went to is when we first started dating, he was like, I always wanted to go and really vacation in Europe and see
it was so
Australia
much fun.
and, go to Asia. And I was like, well, I got a tour for that. It's coming up.
Oh, nice. You got room for a 6'5" guy to
Yeah, we can
come
figure it
hang
out. Like, no, the dimensions are wild, but we'll make some room. I think we'll have to leave some equipment trunks behind.
Thank you for
to
accommodating.
accommodate the size, but absolutely we'd be happy to have you. And we got to travel the world and have vacations and adventures when I wasn't on stage, which was really fun because like Europe was so fun. Australia is amazing.
Yeah.
It was great. And that entire part of our lives, like I was on tour for so long and now I finally am not on tour. And it's kind of great because I'm getting my hobbies back. Like when I was on tour, all I had the bandwidth for was what's the acoustic mashup this week? How do I say welcome to the Eras Tour in Portuguese? That was the only thing taking up my brain space. And now it's
been so fun to see what Taylor actually gets into around the house.
it's like, I'd say all my hobbies could be categorized as like hobbies you could have had in the 1700s. Like I get on my granny
that.
shit.
You enjoy doing all of these homey things. That's basically what you're saying?
Yeah, I like to sew.
Yep.
I specialize, as you know, in children's purses and baby blankets.
Yeah.
I make two things, and that's
I do know
it.
that very well.
Very good at these two things.
I love to paint. I love to cook. I have a different baking obsession every 6 months.
I am the luckiest man in the world.
Right now, we're very deep in a sourdough obsession that has taken over my life.
I am aware.
Yeah.
And I'm very deep in it now. You've got me deep in this.
I'm lucky. I'm working as much as I am and running as much as I am because I'm getting the caloric intake.
Yeah, he asked me to send him 2 loaves of sourdough at training camp. I'm like wrapping sourdough loaves in like saran wrap or whatever, like cling film. The sourdough's taken over my life in a huge way. I'm really talking about bread 60% of the time now. It's become a huge factor.
And she's getting good with making all these different versions of it.
Oh yeah.
My favorite one was probably, the regular sourdough is one of my favorites, but the blueberry.
Yeah, we do. There's a blueberry lemon. There's cinnamon swirl, cinnamon raisin, and this one I've been workshopping for the girls because they love everything rainbow. Funfetti sourdough.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna blow their mind.
No, it will, because they love sprinkles. Like we put sprinkles in everything when we hang out.
Yeah.
It's really
She's a loafer for life now.
Yeah, and it's gotten
Loafer
pretty crazy over here. I'm just like always like baking bread and texting my friends and being like, can I send you some bread? I need some feedback. Do you like this one better than you liked the other one? I did the rise a little differently. I'm on like sourdough blogs. There's a whole community of us, and I didn't know it.
Oh my gosh!
This is the
amount of people hoping that you're on their blog.
Oh, I'm on your blog, girl. I'm on your blog. But it's like, I just didn't know this. There's people like me out there, and this is where the internet is good. This is where the internet is a good place where you can curate a reality where, like, all I really use the internet for is sourdough, and when Travis shows me videos of otters on his Instagram algorithm.
It's an interesting animal.
I want a wild otter so bad. I just want to like find these little creatures.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Be friends with
but
them.
he wants
why
one
a wild one? Why wouldn't you?
Because
first of all, aren't they all wild?
Oh no, there's domestic.
There's domestic otters.
He wants one specifically whose life he saved, who knows that he saved its life.
Who feels? Yes.
It's a really specific type of otter he's looking for.
The videos that I watch are somebody just in a canoe.
Yeah, he doesn't want to like go up to an otter and take it from its mother.
No.
He wants to see an otter, and the otter's like, my paw's caught in a shell. And he's like, I got you. And then the otter's like, thank you forever with its little paws.
And then bring him anchovies
and then it
every
swims
couple
up,
months.
and then and you're kayaking, and it's like doing this to you. Like, that's what he wants. And I want it too, honestly. Who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Yeah, right. Yeah.
So,
I mean, do otters eat bread? Can we get a sourdough eating otter? That might be the perfect.
We're gonna figure that. I think.
I don't know if
they do.
I don't know.
They're probably.
But yeah, we had discussed maybe like carrying around cans of sardines just in case we run into one.
Nice.
It's better in principle than it is in practice. Easier to conceptualize.
It seems pretty
the
easy
actual,
though. You just gotta go canoeing.
Which is also easier in principle than it is in practice.
Yeah.
For us in terms of just the weight balance on
I'm
the
on
water.
the hunt. I'm on the hunt for a friend.
All right.
Yeah. Stuff you didn't know you needed to know, right, Jason?
I mean, I love otters. I don't know who doesn't love watching Instagram.
This is what life after
otters.
Eras Tour is, though,
Yeah.
Jason. You gotta. It's so.
Travis,
crazy.
I'm retired. I am all in on this. I want to bake. I just don't have the planning behind it. Taylor's a planner, and she's going to have the sourdough alive. We're not going to keep a sourdough alive.
I've folded. What is it?
He's actually done it. He's actually done it.
Yeah, I've made a loaf.
You've
had one of my loaves.
He's
actually,
done.
Jason.
He's done all of it. Like we've
Yeah.
set it up where it's like I've got a station and he's got a station and he's done all of it.
Yep.
Okay.
So he's actually baked too.
Yeah, I've stretched and folded before.
Yeah.
But there's just like something
I've
always
weighed,
slightly wrong
weighed
with
all
it.
the flour.
No, his rose higher than mine. His was
Jason.
more delicious than
All right.
mine. It's like, it's also,
No directions over here,
No
Jason.
chance.
I get into the
No
whole,
chance, Jason. You've had it, and you said you loved it.
I'm not saying it's not good, but it's no ways as good as Taylor's.
that's not true.
I'm
He's
telling
actually-
you, if
I
you
will-
took like 2 chunks and you sent it off to the lab, there's going to be so many more germs and microbes and Travis.
Oh my God. Oh, ew. the bacteria count. Ew.
What is the fungus in this that's on this one? No, I'm
Yeah.
That's the sour, Jason.
There's
Don't
like-
even.
That's the sour. Okay.
Why is there chest hair in it? How did
Yeah.
there's like
The
chest
apron's too low.
there's like chest hair in
that's
his,
it.
there's cat hair in mine. It's just like both of these are completely inedible. But it's crazy how many puns you can make. Cause I got bread bags and I got labels. And so you can really go for it with the puns. You go, are you ready for it?
Are you ready?
Flower Song is the slamming screen door. That's horrible.
Okay.
It's a loaf story. Baby, just say yeast.
Just say yeast. Yeah.
What's the one I was doing with dough?
Keep going.
It's a loaf story.
I should have said dough. No, it's horrible. Loafing him was bread. It's bad. You don't know that song, and that's okay.
I love you.
It wasn't on the tour.
Tour. So we do have this. I did fuck that up. 21 countries. Did you learn anything throughout the, like, is there anything at the end of the tour when you were wrapping up that you wish you had been doing the whole time? Is there anything you would do differently now that the entire tour is wrapped up?
No, I'm really glad that I didn't know it would have gone on as long as it did.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I got to like actually be prepared for this tour the way that I was, because, you know, in previous tours, I had noticed that I would get on the tour and I'd have to like get my stamina up throughout the tour. And by the last quarter of the tour, I'd finally hit my stride stamina wise. And I'd be like, oh, I can do this easily every night.
Yeah.
I wanted to be at that point at the beginning of the Eras Tour. So that's why I did so much more training, so much more endurance training and cardio and stuff that, doesn't come naturally because I'm not an athlete. So it's like that stuff I have to really force myself to
Don't
do.
you say that. Don't you say that.
I mean,
don't you dare
it's
say that.
how I feel. And I don't even, it's not like I say that in a disparaging way. I don't care at all.
Okay, fair enough.
But
why do we take it that way?
It's not like I'm like, I'm not an athlete and that's fine. Like I play instruments.
I take it that way
it's just
because
not
we're
my
undefeated
thing.
on the beer pong table. I've seen you throw a football.
No, that's not good.
That
And
counts.
that's not good.
It does.
No.
It does. You can.
No.
Spiral?
Yes.
You gotta be real
better
with
than me.
because it's not, there's
See?
no spiral. I don't think I've ever caught anything that's ever been thrown to me,
Nope.
near me,
I've seen it.
around
You're just
me.
disinterested in being an athlete.
That's true.
Can you hit something with a stick?
Um,
That's a telltale sign of an athlete. Good with a stick.
no, I don't know, Jason. I've never tried that.
Never tried-
So it's
we're
like,
we got to try this out now.
We're going out back
here's
after
the
this.
thing, right? My relationship
We
with
give you a bat.
sports was like, I grew up in Pennsylvania. I always heard my dad yelling at the screen watching Eagles games. That was always the sports sounds that I heard in my house. However, I was up in my room playing guitar, learning instruments, playing piano. I was focused on different things. I was like so laser focused on music. And that's how I was in school. Like I would go to sporting events so that I could sing the national anthem. Like everything was a means to an end to get me to get to do music. Yeah. I know every halftime show from the Super Bowls, but I didn't watch the sports.
No.
And so
watching
Travis,
the Eras tour and seeing that power skip, I knew you were an athlete from the power skip.
You're just saying
I
words.
knew it. It's one of my favorite parts.
Just telling lies.
Just see you just skipping down that runway.
Just looking like a giraffe. Its limbs were put on all wrong.
Not everybody can. Everybody can skip, but not everybody can power skip in heels.
Yeah, in heels.
That takes athleticism.
Thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate that.
just saying.
What a unique compliment. So yeah, I definitely became obsessed with sports when it came to him. I'm competitive on his behalf, but like if you and me are going to go against each other in something athletic, like I'm going to let you win. Cause this to me, like, I don't see what do the points even mean if I'm doing it. I'm a fan of athletics and the sports. If I'm doing the sports, like I'm throwing like this. Cause I don't really care if it goes where it's supposed to go.
Interesting.
It doesn't bother me. And
Until
when
we're
I
in
don't
a
make the
heated
catch,
battle.
I'm not embarrassed.
No?
That's
She's
fine.
a good teammate, so she'll give effort if it's teamed up. If it's individual sports, she's not going to care. But if she needs to be held accountable,
If I'm on his team
she'll-
and we're
she'll
playing
show
beer
up.
pong or something,
She'll
like I'm
show
really
up.
trying.
You're in it. So you're a team sports.
Because
This
this
is why-
matters to him, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a team
you're all
sports
in.
gal.
Yeah.
Put me on an Olympic one person trying to do some stuff sport. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
care.
getting out of here. Yeah.
I'm doing this. I care.
Okay.
I'm doing
All right.
this. I care. This care a lot.
We're doing this. We're
This,
kneading dough.
I don't
Kneading dough. We
care.
care.
He's stretching forward.
I don't
stretching
care if
forward.
this happens. I don't care if this goes here. It's not part of my metrics for my self-worth.
All right. That's probably very healthy, to be honest with you.
Hey, I was like, as long as you're fine with this.
What? No, I'm completely fine with
Yeah.
you being an athlete. Yeah.
I'm not an athlete. I'm never
I
going to
think
be.
you just missed the whole point.
Yeah.
What?
He sees what he wants to see, and it bodes well for me.
Do you have a favorite thing from the Eras Tour?
I have a lot of favorite things from the Eras Tour. I would look out and I would see a lot of bonding happening between generations of people.
Gosh, that's so true.
It was really wonderful. It was like the most incredible feeling in the world because I can see all that. I've got LASIK. I have incredible vision. Basically, the Eras Tour, I think one of my favorite things was when the fans would come up with their own traditions, right?
Oh, so cool.
Because I can plan a stage show that's like, we know exactly what's happening, when it's going to happen. It's very stage managed. It's a whole production, right? And I love to plan. But I also do love surprises. Like there's a time during the European of the Eras Tour, there's a song called Willow where we do a performance where we have these, it's a very witchy performance. We have these light up orbs and we're in cloaks and it's all very woo. The fans decided that they were going to bring their own light up orbs. And by that, I mean balloons that they would blow up in the audience. And then they would they would use their phone light behind it and create a light up orb. When I tell you, I looked out. Yeah. Or a glow stick, whatever. They would figure out ways to illuminate them themselves. And it was insane to look out and see spontaneously, thousands of these orbs just go up. And I'd just be like, I don't even know who organized this.
Yeah.
Was there a group text? How did you guys even do this? It was so
so cool.
special.
Yeah.
It felt like we were all part of something together in a way that couldn't be planned. And there's, as much as I love and relish in planning, it was really fun that they would do things to sort of delight me every once in a while. They had little chants. They had all these traditions. By the end of the tour, it was like Rocky Horror Picture Show, where they have their own.
They have their own
choreography.
show, literally.
Right.
It was. I remember being in Gelsenkirchen, Germany.
And you know
And-
what?
What did you just say?
Gelsenkirchen.
Love is him
Gelsenkirchen?
learning that.
Yeah,
That's a city?
He came to
I think.
Gelsenkirchen
I think that's how
and
you say
supported
it.
me
I've never
there.
heard of this.
If you
Okay.
say it with a German accent, it probably sounds more like the actual city. But
Okay.
my American accent is Gelsenkirchen.
Gelsenkirchen.
And I remember seeing that part of the show, and they were literally doing circles and like putting the orbs up in the air and passing them to each other like they were performing.
It was so beautiful.
It was
They were
crazy.
so committed. I've never played for crowds that were as committed.
Yeah.
So I think I loved the event of it. Like I'm always trying to figure out how to make music into more of an event, right?
Right.
How do we make it romantic? How do we make it something that people experience together? And, that's why I love vinyl. That's why I love, putting so much into the tour or a music video or events or activities for them to do or Easter eggs or little puzzles for them to solve. Like it's gotten to the point where it's just like, it's a little bit, people are like, the Easter eggs thing is getting a little Zodiac killer at this point. I'm like, as
People
long as
are
they
into it.
like it, you
Yeah.
know?
How do you go about like knowing how to do an Easter egg? I don't even know. Like, where does that process start? Are you like,
Well, I have some parameters.
what is the art of the Easter egg?
The art of the Easter egg is
The
that
art of an
th-
Easter
there's do's and don'ts, right? Like I'm never going to plant an Easter egg that ties back to my personal life. It's always
Yeah.
going to be towards music or
Okay.
a musical, something I'm coming up with, something I have coming up, a plan I have coming together, something that you don't know I'm saying for a specific reason that you'll hear later and you'll go back and be like, oh my God. Like I think my favorite one of those was I was given an honorary doctorate from NYU and I made the commencement speech and I put so many lyrical Easter eggs in that speech that when the Midnights album came out after that, the fans were like, the whole speech was an Easter egg.
Yeah,
And that's for me, that's really fun because they find it fun.
for sure.
And also just I love numerology. I love math stuff. I love dates. I love that stuff like I find really fun. And I want Easter eggs to be a certain thing where like if you are a part of the fandom and you want to experience like music in a normal way,
Yeah.
then you don't even see these. You don't even care what that thing is above that doorway under that dimly lit flickering light over there that's upside down backwards in Braille. You don't need to know what that is.
I love this. Yeah.
But if you want to look at that,
But if you do,
then
you
it's
get it.
there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if you know, you know,
if you're in the know,
you know,
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's
then you know.
Then you know.
Let's talk about something I don't know. What is numerology? You threw that phrase out there like that's a comment. What is numerology?
You don't know what numerology is,
Travis
Jason?
knows
I'm
what
assuming
numerology
something with
is.
numbers.
Yeah, like I'm 87 and she's 13
Yeah, literally, it's that simple. Just numbers.
and 100.
Yeah, 13 plus 87 equals 100. That's numerology. Like
But what is the
numbers
significance
that
of
have
it?
a specific
keep it 100.
significance. Like yeah, exactly.
Keep it
like
100?
Do you not keep
Okay.
it 100 ever?
I'm trying to. I
feel like-
attempt to.
It's crazy that you don't.
What numbers do I have?
You're
So
just admitting that
Kylie's-
like that.
Kylie, I don't know how to do this.
It's okay. It's not for everyone.
My favorite number is 13, though. It always has been. Travis
I
knows
know.
Yeah.
And that's
And
part of the
that's part of
numerology
it.
of why
That's
we're
part of it.
dating.
this.
It's
Okay.
a part of it.
If it,
Okay.
It's been in my life my whole
Right?
life.
Travis likes people that like the number 13.
yeah,
I love
What does
them. Yes.
liking the number 13 say about us, though?
it says that we're family in
Okay.
in trichodectophilia, I think it is the
What?
obsession with.
No, man.
With
It's
13?
every day, dude. This is every day.
That's a real
You
thing.
know what that
This
means.
is every day.
He knows what this means.
Trichodectophilia. So that's the obsession with specifically number 13 or something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, triskaidekaphobia is when you hate 13.
Triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaidekaphilia is when you love it.
Philia is love. I don't know why. I think it was like everybody else was afraid of number 13. So I'm like, yeah,
That's
I like
the phobia.
13.
That's
What,
phobia.
okay.
Yeah, you're just being contrarian, which I love. I love that about you.
All right. Well,
You're just like, you want to do this? I'm going to do this.
that's exactly how I sound.
Oh, Jason.
Let's get
Jason.
All right. Favorite thing about the Eras Tour was, besides going to it and just being like this amazed at everything. I think I was on another podcast recently, just like all of the songs, everything you just talked about, where it changes so much, right? There's something new every 20, 30 seconds. It was incredible. The nonstop length of it. But I'm going to be remiss if I don't say one of the things that I loved is watching Travis Kelce get on the stage, the man in the tuxedo.
It was so good. It was so special. That was like, we were like, that came out because we thought we were doing a bit. Like we both thought we were just joking. Because a lot of what we're saying is like inside of a bit and we're laughing the whole time. And every once in a while, one of us would be like, are you serious? Like I could be. I could be serious. Are you serious?
I was serious in terrifying fashion. I was like, yeah.
It was like wouldn't it be funny if kind of thing.
Fun.
Yep.
And
I would try not to fuck this up.
It was
no, the show's
Don't you
perfect.
dare.
You don't want to fuck the show up, do you, Taylor?
But I knew you were going to be down for. I knew you were if you wanted to do it. Like I was never going to pressure you to do it. But the fact that when we were talking about it, we were joking. I saw that little twinkle in your eye where I was like, oh, he wants to do it.
You want me to?
He wants to do it.
He wants to.
Do you want me to go on stage?
Yeah, and you got up there.
I'll do it.
You were so good. Every single beat, his comedic timing is crazy. Like,
It is good.
and when the lights are bright, he slows down time. Like that's when he.
Well, no, I just black
thrives.
out and hope that it ends out like perfect.
That's you said.
That's
you and I are
just-
saying the same
That's
thing.
just I did. I
a big
honestly,
blackout
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I rose from that stage, and I saw how many people
Dude.
are looking at you, and I
Oh, yeah.
was just like blackout.
You looked so good.
Yeah.
It was so amazing. Like it was one of the loudest, if
Sorry,
not the
man.
loudest screams I've ever heard on the tour.
It was insane.
It really was.
How many, Trav, you played football in some of the biggest stadiums you've been
No,
in
there's
front.
nothing
People have
like
been staring
this.
at your whole life.
There's
What
nothing
was
like
that
this.
moment like?
There's nothing like this.
Were
I
you
felt
nervous?
like an ant.
Were
I
you
felt
nervous?
like the smallest piece of life ever. Like that entire stadium, the
Yeah.
floor.
Like, what are all these people doing on the field?
Holy, I didn't know this place felt like this. Oh my gosh. What is going on? I have to pick her up now. Okay, here we go. Don't drop her. Don't drop her.
Don't drop the
So
baby.
funny
Don't
that
drop the
that
baby.
you were actually scared about that. You could like throw me over a mountain and like climb
I
the
don't-
mountain and
listen,
catch me on the other
listen.
side. Like,
Football players drop balls all the time. So this is not a.
oh my God. It was so good. It was London. It was Wembley Stadium. It was,
Yep.
those were such special shows. And we had just, wasn't this the week that I got to watch Jason meet the royal family?
It was.
It was.
Yeah. I knew you were serious when I was like, Jason, do you want to go meet? And-
he was like,
and I-
what do I do with my beer?
Yeah, I watched him have
love
this moment with his beer where he's just like, but I want to take it, but I know that I probably should not take it.
That's right.
I watched this happen and it was kind of the most
What do I
amazing.
do when I meet? Do
I like that
bow?
you picked up on it because that
Do
was
I bow?
exactly what was going
Yeah,
to
if
my
I
head.
don't
So-
have my beer, what do I do with this hand now?
Is it
like-
disrespectful to have a beer when you
Yeah.
need royalty?
Or am I just like being authentic by having the beer? I would normally have the beer. Wouldn't they want me to be myself? I'm watching you say that in your head.
Yep.
And it was fantastic. I don't
Such
know.
a-
I'll always
such a
remember
fun
that.
memory.
I was just like, I'll always remember meeting you for the first time, Jason.
Do we need to talk about that? That time I
Yeah.
did hold on to my beer.
You did.
What was, I guess you brought it up. What was that first impression like? Did you know I was told to be on my best behavior?
I didn't know what you were told, but I did know that one of the first things I saw was like you say to Kylie, I was just shotgunning beers with the Bills Mafia, and I really want to go through one of the fire tables.
Yep.
I want to jump through it. I want to jump onto the flaming table. And she goes, okay, can we not do that right now?
Yeah, guy.
And since then, I've heard her say that exact thing to your 4-year-old. About like, mommy, I want to throw this pudding on the wall. Wouldn't that be fun? Can we not do it right now?
That's a common phrase for.
And so I meet you. You're exactly as I thought you would be. Kylie is exactly as I thought she would be. Just like the realest, the smartest, the coolest. You're fantastic. Obviously, you know that. And then I swear to God, Jason, you flew through the window at light speed. I've never seen someone so big move so fast.
It's impressive.
It's like, when you see a cricket and it's here, and then it's gone, and it's 16 feet that way. You're like, did it just jump that way? How did it do that?
And he gets more athletic the more
beers. I mean, it's real.
It was wild.
I really should have played in the NFL drunk. I think it would have been better.
You know what? At this point, I would never argue with that. And all of a sudden, like, you're out there in the snow. You're handing me children through the window. Like,
I was trying to. That was
fully
not my best moment.
It was. And like, I think it actually was. And I'm
She's
really
like,
grateful.
Taylor. I was like, you want to see Taylor? I got you. Let's go.
We're going in.
Whose kid is that, Jason? Do you know where this kid came from? But yeah, it was. I think it was your best moment, and I think I'm very lucky to have gotten to see it. I love this like new world that Travis has shown me because it's so fun. It's so exciting. There's so much pressure on these players that I kind of was like, I've only ever been in music and been like, seeing that, but the pressure on sports is just such a different type that I have such a respect for everyone. Like everyone I meet on his team, like everyone I see doing this, I'm just like, you've been focused on this since you were a kid, and it shows. Well,
and I'm sure there's a lot of relatability there. Anybody trying to be the best at what they do and dedicating their lives to it. I mean, yeah.
And I've been so lucky because I never have gotten to see what the suite looks like when I play the game.
Because they didn't have a camera.
I never get to see my friends and family. So now whenever I make a play, I get to see what it actually looks like, how much fun they're having, what, the type of support that I get and how crazy it gets. So the Vegas Super Bowl, there was a camera on the suite, and when Nicole scored that touchdown, and to see everybody in that suite start jumping on each other.
People are body slamming each other into other rooms. It was so violent.
It's giving me the chills now.
Everybody.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
That video.
To get everybody going crazy.
People went down. Like there were people punching each other. It was like absolute chaos. And like I have every memory of that. Like every memory of that moment is intact, but it's just like screaming and thrashing around and trying not to be taken down by this undertow of your friends going absolutely apeshit.
I loved every bit of it.
Oh, it was so insane.
I mean, the suite that is the Travis Kelce suite that has been happening. What was your first impression of that? Of everybody in there? Who's the MVP of the suite? Who's the MVP of the suite?
Okay, so he's got, which is an incredible, like a huge green flag, is that Travis has had the same friends since he's probably 4 years old.
Yes,
literally.
And he's incredibly good at maintaining friendships, and he's so loyal, and his friends are equally loyal, and they're just the funniest, most hilarious group of people.
Yeah, and you want to talk about green flags. The first game she went to, the Bears game, she literally went through the front door of the stadium.
Yeah, we walked right in.
Just right in, like general admission?
Through general admission, with everybody on the bus to the game.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, oh, she's just in it. Yeah. She's down for the ride. She's here for the fun. She's like I'll fucking go. I'll go through the mud. I'll be a part of Chiefs Kingdom.
Like, if this is where we walk in, this is where we walk in. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have an alternative. I'm like, we just played here 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And we went a different way, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to backseat drive this shit.
What was that like? What were people doing?
I remember using, like, Ross was like, Ross is so tall and so broad that it's like that that helps a lot. And then just you have a lot of other just like big bulky dudes that you're friends with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Green flag, not threatened by other guys.
That's right. At all.
I was walking in with, I had a hat on and I had a mask on, and I'm walking in just in the front. We're walking in with thousands of people in Arrowhead, and nobody noticed.
Oh my gosh.
There were rumors that we had been seeing each other, but I think people were like,
remember that. Yeah.
what would they talk about?
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Yeah. I hinted
Fair.
on the Pat McAfee show that I was going to see if you would be willing to come see me rock the stage at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Since I've
Saw
seen
her.
you make the stadium.
But
so
nobody
nice.
was like, "Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna see her there, and we're
Nobody
gonna see her
believed
coming
me.
in through general admission."
No way this guy landed her. No chance.
Hey.
No chance that whole podcast thing worked.
I didn't believe it when you told me.
You manifested it.
I did. Yes.
You summoned me. Here I am.
Andy Reid has recently revealed that he was the one who set you guys up. How true is this revelation by Big Red?
Whatever Andy Reid
Cupid.
says, we're gonna stand by.
We're not
Like-
going to refute anything.
He says it.
Cupid,
That's what happened.
Big Red. It's all the same.
That's what happened. He's been friends with my dad. My dad is the most social man who's ever been born.
Shout out to Scott.
I was about to say, who's not friends with Scott?
He's just a maniac. He will make a
my
friend in an airport in 1971, have a 5-minute conversation, and still be talking to that dude twice a week now. And
Yes.
but he's like that with everyone he meets. Like he's able to have very many very meaningful relationships, and it's a skill.
It's a talent.
Yeah.
It is.
It is a mind-boggling talent that I have only known him to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
It's impressive.
savant.
It is impressive.
He's a
It's
savant.
impressive.
Social savant, my dad. And so he knows Andy, and Andy's been coming to shows for years and stuff like that. So I've always had like a really positive vibe about Andy Reid.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what the sports were that he was doing, but I knew that was my dad's friend, Andy Reid.
You knew he was really
I
good.
now know he is literally the most iconic, legendary
Yes.
coach of all time.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like from the way that you talk about him, his leadership style is I respect it so much.
Right.
Because I feel like it's done without like aggression or raising your voice or losing your composure.
no,
It's all
he
very
will-
composed
he
and
will-
focused.
Can happen.
He will rip you apart for sure.
But, like, not in
you
a-
got to be really like
But
not
I feel
running
like
the
it's-
plays he's calling. Them.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, but it's not done. It's not overdone, right? Like if you
No,
get
no.
it from him, you know you deserve it, and
You
you're
know
going to
he's-
shape up.
Exactly.
That's what I heard from
exactly. And
Yep.
there's validity to it. There's such a genuine like want to get better
Mhm.
that him getting you to like do it the right way is it's like a disciplinary thing. It's just like he wouldn't be doing it unless he saw the greatness in you or he saw your ability to get it right, and he wouldn't be doing it this way if it was any other
Yeah,
way, if that makes sense.
it's
It
like,
does.
there's a lot of heart.
Yeah, there's a stoicism too, which makes the heart when he shows it to you. And I think this is what you're kind of saying, Taylor. He's so like composed and so like locked in. And then all of a sudden, when he does show that little bit of like warmth, it's like, oh, there's that teddy bear. I see him.
Yeah,
in
he's
there.
funny. He's
And then-
cheeky.
Yeah, and then
But it's like
when-
everything has a reason. Like
Yeah.
everything is very like intentional. He's like, I feel like he like coaches and lives in a very intentional way, which I think
Yes.
is really awesome. And it's just like a great leadership style.
Yeah, there's a layer of trust and there's a layer of like discipline where you're gonna have some fun playing for him, but
Yeah.
you're gonna know when you got to flip that switch
Yeah.
to be serious and be on point and do it his way. He says it
Yeah.
all the time. He's got 51%. I was like, yeah, all right,
Yeah.
whatever you say, boss.
I always feel like when you lose your shit, you lose your leadership. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
It's just kind of something I've always kind of tried to administer
Yeah, he's
in
always very
what I'm
composed.
doing. But he's a huge role model for that, of how he motivates people and how he does so without flying off the handle, and is just very focused on what the right thing is at the right moment.
Yes.
You know?
Yep. So so did Andy tell Scott something? Is that what I'm trying to? What did Andy say to Scott?
I mean, okay, so when you guys did the full send on the podcast,
Yes.
it was a full send, yes.
and he was like, "You want to date me?" and everybody heard it. It was the shooting your shot heard around the world.
Yes.
Basically, everyone who likes you, which is a lot of people, started reaching out to everyone who knows me.
There we go.
I think it was like Andy was vouching for you. I think it was my relatives, my cousins were like,
love you,
please,
Andy.
please. He's
Yeah.
amazing. There were friends that were like, he's actually an amazing guy. Like, he's so great. There was a lot of kind of people whispering in my ear about you. And I actually, that's not normal. Like,
Yeah.
it's not normal. There are people just willing to go to bat for you and be like,
It's
you don't
very
understand.
true.
This guy's incredible.
Oh, well, Andy, well done.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy.
And
for
Scott.
everything.
And Scott, thank you.
There we go, Scott. Speaking of which, how's Scott doing? He's doing good?
So he is doing incredibly well. My dad had an interesting summer. He actually had a quintuple bypass surgery, and that's a really intense surgery.
Yeah.
So it all happened really quick. He went in. I know he would want me to say this because he really he learned a lot through this process. He's had a healthy, perfect EKG every year that he's gone in to get his physicals.
Yeah.
Perfect
Okay.
EKG.
Yeah.
But what found his 5 hard blockages in his heart was a resting stress test. So he's been telling all his friends, you need to get the stress test because that's what's actually preventative. If you can find that earlier, you don't have to have a bypass surgery. You can sort out those blockages with stents and things that are a lot less invasive. So he finds out that he's got these blockages. They're like, we got to do this like tomorrow.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, like, we don't know how you walked in here, dude. This is crazy. So he was, of course, saying to our family, he was like, you guys are busy. I don't want you guys to have to like come in here. Like, you and Austin are busy. Like, just you don't have to do this.
The
Don't
brave
come.
dad, the strong dad,
That's right.
you know.
He said something about like when a cat is injured, it curls up around a tree and heals itself. I was like, Dad, cats don't have quintuple bypass surgery.
He tried to relate.
That's
tried to relate
wild.
to you.
You're
He was
just
like,
saying stuff now. That doesn't mean anything to me. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to come there.
Yeah.
All right. Like,
Yeah.
so he wakes up from surgery and it's my mom, my brother, and me and his best friend. And he comes out of surgery and he did like a comedy set for like 15 minutes. He was the funniest he's ever been. And he's usually really funny, but he's like, we didn't know how many blockages he had. And I was like, Dad, you had a quintuple bypass. You had 5. That's crazy. It's more than we thought. And he's like, well, you see, I come from a very competitive family. We're just like, and it was kind of wild because it was very parent-child reversal.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. Like my brother and my mom and I were each taking shifts in the ICU and staying with them 24/7. And I remember when I was a teenager, my parents would always, the big fight we always had is I'd sneak my cell phone into my room and be talking to my best friend Abigail under the covers all night. And they'd be like, you have a test tomorrow. You need to rest. We're taking your phone, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd get to the hospital. My brother will have done the night shift. And he's like, Tay, you got to take his phone. I caught him FaceTiming his friends all night. He needs his rest. He needs to be sleeping. He's FaceTiming all night.
It's like one of the main things you need is that your body to just like
yeah.
recover.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not taking his phone. He'll get mad. He's like, I'm not taking his phone. You got to be the one to take his phone. I'm like, I'm not doing it. My mom's like, I don't want to do it. My mom. So we're just like, it's like we've got we've got to take our teenage son's phone away from him because he's FaceTiming all night. He came out of surgery, tried to give guitar picks to all the nurses and doctors, but he
Didn't have
wasn't
any
wearing
pockets.
pants, didn't have pockets, hospital gown. You know, I'm having these moments where I'm like, this dude built play sets and swing sets and cribs for me. I'm building his shower chair and his walker and his like bed that goes like this. Like, it's just surreal, man. And you're like, you know, we just all moved in with him for the whole summer pretty much. And just, you know, cause you can't really walk on your own. We had a little harness for my dad, just like walking dad on his harness. And he was like the loveliest patient ever. He just kept saying thank you over and over again. So
guy was full of life, man.
Yeah.
He was appreciative that he caught it.
And he still is.
Yeah. You know it.
We had
Yeah.
we had the FaceTime with him last time we were together, and I was like, yeah, he hasn't changed a bit. This guy's still freaking got the energy going. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Trav was hanging with him the other day and he was like, sweetie, he says he's at 75%. And if this is 75%, I'm truly terrified of losing.
To give you the update, I'm probably at 85 to 90% now. So we still got a month though.
Yeah. So my dad's like, new arteries, new me. My mom just got a new knee.
There we go. New knees.
She's doing great. She's scampering around. We're not quite at scampering yet, but she's doing great.
She's up and moving around.
Yeah, this was just like the summer of my parental upgrades. Like we're just upgrading the parents, making sure that they live to be at least 186 years old.
Huge.
Because they're two of my best friends and I just adore them. And it was actually one of the most special things that's ever happened to me, like spending all that time with them this summer and getting to like, you have those long talks that you don't have when it's like a small concentrated period of time. This is when I learned to do the sourdough, right? My parents' friend Tina sends over a loaf.
Shout out Tina.
That's my girl.
I love you. Thank you, Tina.
Sends over like the best loaf of bread I've ever had in my life. To call it bread feels really honestly sort of like
it's gold.
Sort of like minimizing what this was,
it's modern day gold.
So I'm like, I need to know how to do this. I go over to Tina's house. She teaches me how to do it. She gives me some of her starter. Life is never the same. Okay. All these things are happening in Florida. Travis is doing his training. He's like, look at him.
In Florida. I'm in
Florida.
Florida.
Look at him. And he's so fast and he can jump so high. So this was our Florida summer.
That's what it is.
It's a hell of a drug.
It's one hell of a drug.
Really Florida'd it up.
How many people have come up to you guys and talking about or spoken about how much they've appreciated you being a part of the Chiefs and like their daughters all of a sudden being into sports? Because I get it all the time.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how much you guys get it, how much the game has grown.
It definitely feels like a lot of people say that to us, which is really kind because there was never a thought in either of our heads that was going to be.
I had no idea. That was a pleasant surprise. Seeing all the little girls in the stands at games. And you could see a proud father right there standing next to him. It's definitely been fun to see that like surprise.
You know, I think a lot of the women and girls maybe they like watched one game to see me cheer on my boyfriend or whatever. But if they stayed, which is what people are saying based on the numbers, that's because the game is so great and it's such an amazing, interesting thing to learn about.
I will say it was cool to see the comparison of it all because the way she runs her tour, her show, her like team and everything like that is very like team friendly. There are similarities in terms of her athleticism.
Yeah.
What she's doing for 3 hours.
I mean, listen, I was screaming. I was screaming for 40 seconds during the intro, and I'm out of breath.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But the preparation it takes to get there. We can work on that.
I got a whole regimen for you.
Okay,
we'll get you on the tour prep. It'll be great.
Perfect.
The goals that you set for yourself to achieve, like it's very like there are some similarities that I thought you found like I don't know, like fascinating that you kind of have that same regimen going into stuff. And I thought that was fun for me to at least see when I saw you on tour and saw how much of a team you guys were. On
paper, like we actually kind of have a very similar job. Like our job is to entertain people for 3+ hours in NFL stadiums. And it's like, it's like when I'm there, it's called a dressing room. When Travis is there, it's called a locker room.
Yep,
for me, it's called a rehearsal. For him, it's called a practice. For him, it's called his coach. For me, it's my mom.
Yeah.
So there will be times for like game versus show, right? I'll be like, baby, how was the show? Game. How was the rehearsal? The practice. Field, stage, they're the same thing. We just call them different things.
Yes,
Very
exactly.
True.
It was cool to see the comparisons and how it kind of, I don't know, both aligned. And how hard she works in the gym. We've been to the gym like numerous times and she works harder than me every time.
That's not true. That's crazy. You can like squat lift a car.
Okay.
He's just saying words.
That's just genetic.
He's just saying words.
That's one rep.
Genes.
That's one rep. This is what people
I can
forget.
Stretch more. That's what I can do more.
Yeah.
I've heard about we've talked about the treadmill walk-in while you're doing the whole show and like all of it. We can't walk for 4 hours, Kevin. When's the last time you walked for 4 hours, Travis?
I've never even tried that. I'm not stupid enough to try something like that. You kidding me? My knees would be shredded.
Oh my God.
So one of the other things that's been crazy to witness is just the media attention, right? Like I think you play in the
What media
NFL, you
attention?
think Travis
On the two of us.
Yes. Okay. The media attention on your guys' relationship, on the amount of people that talk about it constantly, the theories that are out there, of which I am probably way too invested in. How do you guys handle all of the noise and chatter about everything that's going on in both of your lives?
We don't really. I don't see a lot of things. I'm of the firm belief that, like, you know, if you're basing your if you're getting your feedback from the internet or from comments and stuff, like, I just really think that, like, anything you feed your brain, it will internalize. Anything you feed the internet, it will kill.
Yeah.
I've been in the music industry for 20 years. It's pretty hard to hurt my feelings at this point.
She's a pro, and it took me a little while to be a pro about it. I think initially, and there's still some like wacko theories from the beginning that I was very like, oh no, like how is she handling this? I don't like the last thing I wanted to do is screw this up. Yeah. So I'm like, in my mind is like her being so calm, cool, collected, and so just real and understanding about everything that's going on really made me grow up real fast in that aspect of things.
But also I think the fact that you genuinely find a lot of online discourse to be truly hilarious.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And hilarious. That changes things for me because
discourse and truth.
You know,
find the humor in it. Find the humor in it.
If he's seeing things and he thinks it's funny and it doesn't even affect his day at all, like that's really completely bled into the way that I metabolize these things. It's at a point where like something can be about me, like my name can be in the actual headline and it can still be none of my business.
Okay.
Like, people might be out here doing too much.
Just shaking ass.
Doesn't mean I have to do a damn thing.
Yeah.
We live in such a social media moment where a lot of people's identities and they get their feedback from that, right? Like, and I'm a real constructive criticism guy. Like, give me constructive criticism all day. I will take it.
Coach me up.
It'll fuel
She's
me.
An athlete, dude.
It's helpful, right? But I have so many like friends or acquaintances or people where like they'll see one comment they don't like,
right,
and it will ruin their day. It'll ruin their night. Like, and I just want to say to them, like, you should think of your energy as if it's expensive, as if it's like a luxury item. Not everyone can afford it. Yep. Like, not everyone has invested in you in order to be able to have the capital for you to care about this.
Right.
Because like what you spend your energy on, that's the day.
And it's so true.
Right? Like it doesn't matter where you were. Like maybe you went to go get coffee today. Maybe you saw friends today. If you were obsessing over one thing that you saw, like you literally like saw some guy call you mid and and you can't stop thinking about it.
No, he did not.
You can't stop thinking about it. Dude, that's the day then. That's the night then. And so I've been able to sort of mediate a really healthy relationship with not seeing a whole lot.
To what you just said too, and social media expounds all of this because everybody knows if they say one thing, but all of a sudden if they put Taylor Swift attached to it, it's going to get 1,000 more retweets and likes and hate comments or love comments or whatever. It's going to stir up tons of controversy.
Totally.
And I get this way all the time where I just recently like went into the facility with Cam Jurgens and something was happening like in the social media world that I was like, why are people like upset at this person? This is bullshit, yada, yada. And Cam just hit me with like, are they really though? Or did just one person say something? Because I used to get the same way where I'd get upset. And then it took me like, actually, nobody really gives a shit about this.
Jason's early Twitter years. Oh, baby.
Oh, my God.
Oh, baby. He had to get off. He had to literally step away.
It hit me right between the eyes.
Because he would respond to, I wouldn't say everybody, but he wasn't shy of letting people know how he felt on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. No,
based off of their comments. It was honestly, Philadelphia, you guys know this, it was a treat. And it's become a treat again now that he's back on because you'll have a friendly conversation.
Twitter used to be like a different thing, right? Like you remember Twitter. You're like, I fed a squirrel ate a piece of bread. Didn't know they ate bread
I need
like
to get
that.
Back on
Straight
Twitter.
Smashed it.
Now that there's autocorrect, I need to get back on Twitter.
Used to be, right? I'm like, I need a pair of scissors to open these scissors.
I need
Like
to get-
we're just thinking things, right?
Need
It's
to-
like a different thing now. And it's kind of about like information is power, I guess, unless all of your information is geared towards you thinking that everything is about you. Because, you know, no, not everyone is ever thinking about one person all the time at any point. It's just like if your algorithm is giving you either criticisms of yourself or adulation or praise, you're creating an ecosystem in which you're the centerpiece of the table. And I just don't think that's healthy. Like that's not the way I want to move through the world. So I do detach from the internet in a huge way. Like I'm just not, I have had my comments disabled on Instagram for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And
It's very
I
smart.
don't miss it.
Yeah. I found that out after the Eras tour. Comments were going to be the first way.
Dude, the problem is I get so mad. I then go and look at all the other comments, and then Twitter just feeds me more.
And dude, you're on like Reddit.
It's like,
and
so
shit.
we saw
And it's
that
just like
like
boom,
this.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
whereas I'm like, I don't know what this is, but get it out of my office. It's on fire.
Yeah.
My business is making music and taking care of my fans. And I have ways of monitoring what they want from me and how best to entertain them, which is my job.
Yeah.
And everything else, I'm just sort of like, it's not my business. I have actual business that I need to run.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if we just talked about what people said about our relationship?
Yeah.
Because if we talked about that, that would be all we talked about because there's so much chatter. It's like we're busy having an actual relationship.
I want to hear sourdough bread puns.
Yeah.
That's what I want
and
to
you
hear.
will.
Thank
and that's
you.
a promise.